match. Look.
Oh yeah.
Shirts.
Wait. You can't see the bottom though. It says choose acceptance.
Choose acceptance.
Look, it's our logo.
It's our logo.
Yeah.
I drew it. We're here with a book review.
Yes. A book. Show them the book.
Here's the
reviewing.
book.
Drum roll, please.
By
Tell 'em-
Lisa Jen Bigelow.
Yeah, tell them the deets.
Published. Tell you the deets. Thank you. HarperCollins is publishing this, and it's not out yet.
Nope.
So we have an ARC, an advanced reader's copy, and we have read this excellent book. But
Tell them
you
when
can't.
it's coming out.
It's coming out soon.
End of June.
End of June, says Annie.
Yeah.
And I'm choosing to believe her.
Yeah.
So this is on its way, and we had to review it because it is awesome. Awesome book. And we want to tell you that we are really thinking about no longer calling our cons. Because,
Yeah.
as it turns out, we only review books we like.
Well, because what's the point?
Exactly.
We don't want you to listen to us for 10 minutes just for us to say, hey, by the way, don't buy the book.
And it's just mean. I'm just going to review
Yeah.
a book just to tear it apart. That's mean. So I don't want to be mean. What we're doing is we're calling them, she calls them observations. I call them points.
Points.
Points. We're going to review this without
Yes.
actually telling you anything about it. No spoilers.
Right. But we'll tell you why we think you should read it.
We do. And then if you want to know what we're talking about, you actually have to go buy it and read it. See? It's our...
See how clever we are? I'll do my oins first. So, as a writer so far, fantasy and graphic novel, I read a lot of fantasy and graphic novels.
Mm-hmm.
And they tend to have a very quick pace. Certainly there's emotion and there's themes, but it's very outward, a lot of it. I mean, you get some thoughts, whatever, but there is a certain pace and action and drama conflict that has to happen within short amounts of time. It's just the genres, that's how they are. This is not that. This is a contemporary book, so it's more of the psychological internal journey of Melly, who's the protagonist.
It's Melly's story told from her pace, her eyes, her personality. Is there drama? Yes. And are there parts that go really fast and you're turning the pages almost faster you can read them? Absolutely. But it's got balance to it too, which I think makes it a wonderful journey to go on with Melly. Any other oints you got? Or do you want to go to your pros?
No, let's go to the... We shouldn't call them pros anymore either then.
Okay.
We could do oints and likes.
Oints and likes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's for today anyway.
Okay. Today it's likes.
Yeah.
Who knows what it'll be
Likes.
next time?
Exactly.
Likes
Yeah.
and oints. No one will know what we're talking about very soon.
Okay, so likes.
We've just made it worse.
Okay, likes. Lisa is a genius with setting. I mean, I felt like I was in camp, experiencing camp. I was in the stuffy, small rehearsal cabins. I was jumping off a raft. Just, you really feel it. The other thing I really was amazed at, and we've decided this is a word, she geniusly and consistently came up with unique puns, analogies, and metaphors that all had to do with music. I mean, and throughout the entire book, she never let up. It was terrific. It also makes the book very unique, and as Christina said, and we'll probably say again, very compelling for anyone who loves music, or plays music, or has studied music. Not that non-musicians won't get a kick out of it either, but if you're... There's a lot of references to certain songs and things, and it just made me smile.
What
Just
it'll
made me
do,
happy.
it'll make the non-musicians want to be musicians, is what it will do.
Another thing that I really liked was Adeline. I can't say a lot about her. She's one of the main characters, I know. But what I loved about her is somehow, despite her background, I guess that's all I'll say, despite her background, she comes to camp pretty fully formed she's 13, right? For a 13-year-old. I mean, she's authentic, she has integrity, even when certain things are thrown at her, at least as we see her level of self-acceptance and confidence is not thrown. Mm-hmm. She's like, take me or leave me, and I'm so impressed. I mean, I wish I had her confidence and self-acceptance when I was her age. God knows where I'd be now.
She is layered, and it's not that things don't affect her. It's that her experiences so far, which you'll read more about, her experiences in her life so far have made her realize that you have to keep going. And you have to keep going with a certain hopeful attitude, even when things get hard.
I would also argue that her background has allowed or forced, I'm not sure what the right verb is, her to have resilience to a point where other kids her if you haven't experienced certain things, certain types of challenges, that's all I'll say, then your resilience has never really been tested.
I think the word we're looking for is compelled. I think she was compelled to move in that direction based upon who she was, because other people wouldn't come out that same way.
That's true.
Don't you want to know more about Adeline now? Aren't you just really curious what this background is, what these challenges were?
Yeah, we're not telling you. So the other thing that I really appreciated about this book is, again, we're not going to say, but Melly had some tough things she wanted to say to her parents. And I've been in that boat, more with parents and with boyfriends, actually. And often just saying it either doesn't feel powerful enough, or frankly, you're just too scared. So she chose to do it in the version of a song, which I've done as well. And it's incredibly powerful. There's more than one way to communicate feelings or tough issues. You can write a song, you can paint a picture, a poem, a story, a sculpture.
Cook it out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could put it in your food.
Wear it. It's just so many ways to express yourself. And society gives us this narrow band of choices.
Right.
But it's actually much wider. And it's a wonderful model. One of the first that I have is that this book captures what it's like to be a middle grade, preteen, early teen person who's going through a lot of coming of age stuff, to use that cliched phrase. Now, this is Melly's point of view, so you're getting just one facet of this, and it's infinite. It's not that there's only boy and girl facets. There's so many facets across background and your sexual orientation and who you like and don't like and who
even
you are.
Musical tastes.
I mean, there's just so many things that go into these early feelings of what it's like to like somebody like that. And it captures the angst, the stress, a lot of the self-doubt of first attraction and first crushes, and how it reflects the experience of the young person who's really starting to individuate from their parents. I mean, from the friend and family group, they're really starting to take that next step towards maturing. It's a big step, and it's a scary one, and this book captures a lot of that.
Ooh, which reminds me,
Ooh.
can I jump in here?
I guess so. Ooh.
And one of the things we were talking about is, well, this happens at the beginning of the book, so I think it's okay to say. Olivia is the one who convinced Melly to go to this camp. She didn't want to go, and you'll see why. Anyway, but she did it by promising Melly, I will never leave your side the whole time. And of course, oops.
It's enough.
Things happen where Melly is forced
Things happen.
to get out of Olivia's shadow, and that helps her find her own true voice and expression, even musical expression.
Okay. She said too much.
Whoops.
That's all right. A lot of this, what happens to Melly, also involves her parents. And this is a wonderful book to kind of explore the parental relationship. And it's very complex. Really strong for me is, kind of the young person's view of the misconceptions that parents have of what their son or daughter, what the child in their care, the young person in their care, is capable of understanding when serious stuff is going down. Most of the time, I have found in my experience, the young person is underestimated, and assumptions are made on their behalf that actually hurt them more than the truth necessarily would have, as painful as the truth may be. So, parents are humans, and they get tunnel vision when they're in pain, and they make silly, foolish choices, and they do and don't say what they should and do what they should, and all of that big ball of important stuff is in this book too. So this isn't just a coming-of-age book. This is how to be in this family unit when things go right and wrong, and navigating
she was
that.
gonna slip.
I never slip. But most of all, the journey I took with Melly is a journey towards realizing that love is love and crushes are crushes, and not to say too much, but I will say this, just so you go into this book with all things going on, and anyone just really want to read this book. People don't have this switch inside themselves that is pointed to gay crushes, straight crushes, and everything in between, or past that, and all the permutations of how people like and are attracted to each other. The core emotions are human emotions, and they're confusing, and they're wonderful, and they cause you to love yourself and doubt yourself, and this book points to that experience.
You know what I just realized too, though?
Yes.
It also really explores diversity, but not in a loud way. I don't know why that's probably why it took me this long to figure it out. I mean, there's a lot of diverse characters, but it's not about diversity.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's diversity is normal in this situation. Like, there's never any mention of race or different backgrounds, yet there are plenty of people of different races and
You know
different
why?
backgrounds.
Because it's life.
That was deep.
Don't have to be hit over the head. You know, people are different. Ooh. Epiphany.
But really, I mean, think about it, because of the trend right now.
No, I know.
You know what I'm saying about
I know.
this.
Everything needs a label and everything needs a box to be put in. But that is the beauty of this book.
Yeah.
It reads,
I just realized that.
It reads authentic because, you know, it's not saying, look at all these lovely lessons I've got for you.
Right.
This is Melly's story. Basically, we love this book.
Yes.
We did. And once we're done with the review, I'm actually going to read it again. Because
Ooh, I didn't know that.
I read all the books that I love at least 2 or 3 times. Because there's layers and there's things that I don't catch the first time. It's not that it's not the books that I read once I don't like, but if a book really touches me in some way, I'm reading it again.
And now she'll have it in print because I will leave this for her.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Courtesy of Lisa. Thank you, Lisa.
So we are encouraging you, when the end of this month comes and you are in a library, independent bookstore, big bookstore, medium-sized bookstore, at a friend's house, and you see this book, put it into your hands and throw it into your eyeballs.
Okay. Throw it into your eyeballs.
Not literally.
I was trying to picture that, and I really can't.
She can't.
I can't.
Metaphorically throw this into your eyeballs, because it will travel through your eyeballs and into your heart. It's a wonderful book, and Lisa, thank you for writing it.
I agree with that.
All right, my friends, until next time, until the next book,
Remember, choose acceptance.
subscribe.
Choose acceptance. Take a ride.
Subscribe. Here we are.